Easter of 1976, in the quaint and picturesque village of Monin, there was a weekend that would be forever etched into the memories of two young girls, June and Vicky Melling. Now, the Melling family was currently on holiday, eagerly exploring the enchanting Monin woods, but little did they know that their perfect retreat would take a nightmarish turn that would haunt them for the rest of their lives. As the sun cast its golden rays on the ancient 13th century church, June and Vicky found themselves face to face with something beyond their wildest imaginations. Completely terror-stricken, the girls would flee to their father, Don Melling, who was now consumed by a burning rage at the sight of his daughter's distress. With every fiber of his being, Don Melling was convinced that a local magician known as Tony Shiels was somehow responsible for this terrifying event that had completely shaken his daughters. Of course, Shiels vehemently denied any involvement in the matter, but the air of mystery and suspicion surrounding the incident only grew thicker. Word began to spread, and another brave soul came forward with her own harrowing tale. A woman by the name of Jane Greenwood, a young girl on holiday with her sister and mother, penned a letter to the Falmouth Packet, recounting her spine-chilling encounter. She described how on a fateful Sunday morning she stumbled upon the nightmarish sight before her. As Jane's own heart could barely handle it and pounding in her chest, her mind reeling from the horrific sight, she too fled in terror. But it wouldn't stop there, folks, because now in the summer of 1976, on the outskirts of the mystical Monin woods, another chilling encounter unfolded that would leave two innocent 14-year-old girls, Sally Chapman and Barbara Perry, shaken to their very cores. The sun had long since disappeared beyond the horizon, casting the woods in a shroud of darkness, illuminated only by the silvery glow of the moon. As Sally and Barbara set up camp, they eagerly anticipated the adventure that awaited them. With nightfall enveloping the forest, the girls gathered round their tent, boiling a pot of tea to warm their spirits, and the crackle of the fire and the soothing melody of the woods had lulled them into this false sense of security. And suddenly, the calm of the night now ruined. Their hearts raced as they cautiously scanned the shadowy forest, and their eyes settling on a horrific sight. In fact, Sally's voice would tremble as she recounted this experience. She believed it was someone just trying to play a cruel joke, and they tried to nervously laugh it off. But in the blink of an eye, something would happen that would defy all doubt. As the two girls huddled together in terror, what lay before them vanished, and now their lives would never be the same, leaving an everlasting imprint of fear and dread in the hearts of Sally Chapman and Barbara Perry. Fast forward to the year of 1988, and a young boy aptly named Gavin witnessed something beyond his wildest nightmares. In fact, this boy's sighting was so significant because it would be documented, and what Gavin and all the previous eyewitnesses saw will disturb you. Here's what it was. June and Vicky both swear by what they saw that day on Easter of 1976, because above that 13th century church was what they would describe as a monstrous, feathery Birdman hovering ominously above the weathered spires, they described. Even Jane Greenwood saw something very similar in the same area. Her sighting, she described it like a nightmarish creature perched high in the trees with a almost human-like posture. Its legs, however, were bent backwards like that of a bird. After this being had sensed Jane's presence, it locked onto her, and it immediately leapt from its perch, soaring effortlessly through the trees. Even Sally and Barbara saw the same thing, with every detail adding up to what the other eyewitnesses had said. They both saw what they would describe as the owlman only 60 feet away in the woods watching them. Sally's voice trembled as she recounted it, that it was like this monstrous owl with red eyes, pointed ears, and large wings, slowly and carefully observing them, much in the same way that a lion would observe its prey. This is the very thing that they assumed was someone in a costume, or was someone just trying to play a cruel joke? And this is when, after some time, this being or entity took off into the air with a powerful gust of wind that blew back at Sally and Barbara, letting them know that there really was something there, and then it vanished. Even Gavin's sighting would follow the same pattern. He and his girlfriend at the time, Sally, both saw the same thing. Something they would say is around 5 feet tall, glowing red eyes, and bird-like feet. In his book, The Owlman and the Others, Jonathan Downes delves into the chilling phenomenon that has captivated and terrified the residents of Cornwall for decades now. Among the numerous eyewitness accounts and spine-tingling encounters, one particular story does stand out, and that is the first-hand experience of a young boy named Gavin. In a rare and candid interview, Gavin opened up to John about the horrifying experience that left him forever changed, providing a detailed account of the day he came face to face with the creature. Also in Cornwall, England, lived a man by the name of Tony Shiels. Known for his interest in the arcane, he was a practitioner of ritualistic magic, dabbling in ancient arts that only few dare to explore. His extensive knowledge of occult practices earned him a reputation within the close-knit community, a mixture of curiosity and apprehension. His life was filled with mysteries and secrets, but it was his alleged connection to the Owlman of Cornwall that would later define his legacy. As you guys know now, that in the summer of '76, there were a host of strange sightings reported in the village of Monnin. Whispers of a creature half man, half owl, part demon, haunting the woods near the ancient Monnin church. Eyewitnesses would continue to describe the Owlman as this strange feathered humanoid with glowing red eyes, and sending chills down the spines of all the villagers it was seen by. And Tony Shiels, a known investigator of the unexplained at the time, took a keen interest into these sightings. Armed with his background in the occult, he delved into the case, speaking to witnesses, collecting evidence, and trying to discern the truth behind the elusive Owlman. As he continued his investigations, whispers in the community began to suggest that the Owlman was not just a random creature, but perhaps a product of his ritualistic magic. These suspicions only grew more and more, as some believed that his arcane practices had brought the cryptid into existence, either by summoning it from another plane or through a dark transformation. Tony Shiels, however, never confirmed nor denied his involvement, and he has since moved to Ireland. In 2021, a ghost hunter from Falmouth made claims that he not only had an encounter of his very own, but an actual reason or suspicion for the supposed Owlman's existence in this very location. A Mark Davis, who was in the graveyard of the church at the time with his friend Chris Power from Manchester, said this: "There's ley lines which are under the ground near the church, and they give off paranormal activity. There was a hissing in the trees and you could hear flapping. I heard it go right over my head and I was shocked. That's when I saw the figure, and it had horns on its head. It was mad. On the meter I had, which picks up electromagnetic energy that we use to detect ghosts, I was getting conscious replies to my questions through it. That's telling me there's a demonic energy and it wasn't safe. My mate got attacked. He had scratches on his arm. His camera broke too. He didn't see anything. He just felt this surge of energy. He didn't realize till about half an hour later when he felt some burning. It's not a place I would advise anyone to go there alone. Let's put it that way." The 13th century church, whose eerie atmosphere and shadowy past have forever been entwined with the mystifying sightings of the Owlman. Its weathered stone walls and Gothic architecture bear silent witness to centuries of dark history, where whispers of black magic and devilish rituals echo through the hallowed halls. The villagers, though skeptical of these tales, cannot deny the inexplicable terror that seems to emanate from around the area, fueling the legend of the Owlman and casting an ominous shadow over the sacred grounds. Beneath the very foundations of the church, it is believed that, ley lines, invisible channels of energy that kind of crisscross the earth, converge, creating a potent nexus of paranormal activity. These ley lines, steeped in lore and legend, are said to be the life force of the planet, a conduit for ancient power that can be harnessed by those who dare to tap into its dark secrets. It is this hidden energy that many speculate has given rise to the terrifying owlman sightings, drawing the creature to the church like a moth to the flame, or perhaps even birthing it from the very depths of the earth itself. As the sun sets over the hauntingly beautiful Monin woods, casting the church and its surroundings into twilight, the lines between reality and myth begin to blur. The power of the ley lines beneath the church pulses like a heartbeat, awakening the dark recesses of the imagination and causing the air to crackle with supernatural energy. It is here, in this timeless sacred space, that the owlman is said to come alive, a chilling manifestation of the darkness. Some believe that the church's shadowy past, intertwined with tales of black magic and occult practices, has imbued the land with a malevolent energy, attracting the owlman to its hallowed grounds. Others speculate that the convergence of ley lines beneath the church has opened a portal to another realm, allowing this terrifying creature to slip through the veil and haunt the nightmare of those who witness its monstrous form. All, of course, without the help of Tony Doc Shiels. Now, various theories have been proposed to explain the owlman sightings, including hoaxes, misidentifications of known animals, supernatural or paranormal explanations, and unknown or undiscovered species. To date, no definitive evidence has been found to confirm the existence of the owlman. While thought to be a cryptid, an animal or creature whose existence has not been proven, it is not considered a real animal by mainstream science and is generally regarded as a legend or folklore by most. There is still no scientific evidence to support the existence of this creature, and the various sightings and encounters reported over the years have not yielded any conclusive proof. And while there is a host of skeptical theories, none of those have been proven either. So I ask you, was it Tony Doc Shiels, the practitioner of magic, who tore open the veil between dimensions, allowing this entity to emerge and reveal itself? Have the countless eyewitnesses fallen prey to the power of suggestion and misidentification? Or is the entire phenomenon an elaborate fabrication, lacking any solid foundation for the reported sightings? The truth may remain forever shrouded in mystery, leaving us to ponder the enigma of the owlman and question the depths of darkness that lurk within the human psyche. The mystery of the Cornwall owlman does remain a mystery. But more importantly, I want to know what you guys think. So be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to go ahead and smack that like and subscribe button for content just like this. As always, I love you all, keep an open mind, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.